Hello, people. Hey, y'all, it's Betty. I'm coming back to you with another voice over, 'cause it's gloomy as hell out in the Midwest. I hope you like it, 'cause you didn't comment, and I like this better just a little bit. Hey, guys. You guys didn't... You didn't comment on the last video. So here I am coming at you guys with another voiceover, because truly it is just about the gloomiest day of life. You know what? I said I was going to film on Sundays, but I didn't. I didn't film on Sunday, and this Sunday was actually quite beautiful outside. The sun was out. It was a perfect filming day for both of my weekly uploads. For my Thursday people, if you guys are into my Tuesday videos and you guys were like, where the hell were you on Thursday? What had happened was I ordered the second foundation that I needed for the combo, the favorite drugstore combination foundation, and it didn't arrive on time. So I didn't have a Thursday video, but I had a Tuesday video, and I have a this Tuesday video, and now I have a this Thursday video. So I really hope you guys like it. I took this Tuesday off from work because my boyfriend and I went to go see Avengers Endgame, and I loved it, and it was so good, and also like a tearjerker, but like, let's not get into that. I have an alternate ending that I totally had for that that's actually kind of comedic in my head. Like, my fiance and I just went along with it, and it was just like so much fun. So if you guys want me to tell you guys about my alternate ending, I probably will make like a little video. I would do like an illustration. Like, I just think that would be freaking hilarious, but I can't draw, so that probably wouldn't end well at all. But yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I totally pictured a different ending after watching the movie. Of course, I was like, oh my God, it would be so funny if like this happened instead. It's obviously not meant to be comedic, so they obviously wouldn't have thought about that. But my brain is always going, and yeah, it was just so funny for me to think about. Anyway, let's get into some tragic stuff, which is what you guys are here for. By the title, you guys might know already, today we are talking about Seth Rich. Seth Rich's life unfortunately ended back in 2016. Seth Rich was a 27-year-old man who was employed with the Democratic National Committee, and his murder created a lot of buzz within the conspiracy theory community. He grew up in a Jewish family in Omaha, Nebraska. He worked with the U.S. Census Bureau in 2011. He graduated from Creighton University with a degree in political science. And he later moved to Washington, D.C. to work for the Polster Greenberg Quinlan. Oh, no, where was I, mate? So he moved to Washington, D.C. to work for the Polster Greenberg Quinlan Rossner. In 2014, he began working for the Democratic National Committee, and he worked as a voter expansion data director, which basically meant that he was in charge of making things easier online for voters to know where their voting polls were and stuff of that nature. He kind of worked over on Hillary's side, which kind of created, added on to the buzz with conspiracy theorists. On Sunday, July 10th of 2016 at 4:20 a.m., Seth was shot about a block from his apartment at the southwest corner of Flagler Place and West Street Northwest in the neighborhood of Bloomingdale. Earlier that night, he had been at Louis City Bar, which is a sports pub 1.8 miles from his apartment. He was a regular there and left when the bar was closing at about 1:30, or 1:45-ish in the morning. Police were alerted to gunfire at 4:20 a.m. By an I cannot speak today. By an automated gunfire locator within approximately 1 minute after the gunshots. Police officers found Rich actually conscious with multiple gunshot wounds. He was sent to a nearby hospital where he later died. According to authorities, he died from 2 shots to the back and may have been killed by an attempted robbery. So that was the main assumption that all of these people had and authorities had, that this was just a botched robbery, that it was a robbery gone wrong. But later, people will start to speculate other things due to a lot of things that you would think robbers would go for, and none of his stuff was actually missing. So when NBC News spoke to Seth's mother, she stated that there had been a struggle, his hands, knees, and face were bruised, and nothing was stolen from Seth. So for a robbery and for someone to get shot in the back, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if it was a botched robbery, you would think that they would have taken whatever he had as far as like his wallet and stuff like that. It was really sad to read about what his mom said, because she mentioned like they didn't steal anything except for his life. And I'm just like, God, that's so freaking sad. So jumping right in, there is a lot of theories out there. I honestly think that a lot of these are kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I believe the botched robbery theory, just because they didn't take anything and it's kind of odd. I do believe that there are just literally psychotic people out there that if you work for a political party or you are rooting for this political party, will actually go out there and do awful things just because you are rooting or work for said political party. So I do think that it may have had something to do with him working alongside Hillary Clinton, but I don't think that the theories that came along with it really match up. I even got deep into Reddit and read a few things that they had on Reddit. There hasn't really been many updates, and not many people are talking about this anymore because it did happen in 2016, and this case is still unsolved. There was no murderer that was found, which is kind of strange to me too, because he was murdered by a gun. So I'm just like, how could you not find who did this? But jumping right into the theories, a month after his murder, a conspiracy theory came to light by Julian Assange, who I believe is a reporter. He claimed Seth was a source to WikiLeaks. On May 21st of 2007, Sean Hannity tweeted, "Congress investigate Seth Rich's murder at Julian Assange," which is the same guy that kind of like brought it to light in the first place, made comments, "You need to listen to!" If Seth was Wikisource, no Trump or no Trump/Russia collusion. So a lot of the people believed that the emails by the Democratic Party or by Hillary Clinton went on WikiLeaks by Russia, that there was like Russia was working with Donald Trump to try to get his votes up and things of that nature. So when Seth ended up being murdered, they tried to use him as like, I feel like an outlet, or like to make it a whole conspiracy around him, saying he was the one that leaked all of these emails, and that's why he ended up being murdered ultimately. And his brother actually tried suing the Washington Times for running stories in regards to that. He was accused to have leaked DNC emails through WikiLeaks with no evidence. So there is absolutely no evidence. I also watched videos on people kind of talking about how his job title had absolutely no access to any of those emails. So it would be kind of hard to try to make that believable as far as how he would have gotten his hands on it to leak them to WikiLeaks. On Reddit, I found an article that said, according to Gateway pundit Ed Butowski, the man who offered to assist the family of Seth Rich with the cost of hiring a private investigator, has told the Gateway pundit that during a December 2016 conversation with the father of the slain staffer, he confirmed that he knew what his sons, plural, did. The investigator, Rob Wheeler, alleges that Seth's brother Aaron did not want to provide access to Rich's computer or cell phones for analysis, prompting him to instead investigate the robbery theory. Excuse me, my mouth is so dry. Aaron Rich works for Northrop Grumman, which was named the 5th largest defense contractor in the world in 2015 as a lead software developer, Gateway pundit reports. Allegedly, Seth Rich had a Dropbox, which several friends had access to, and eventually WikiLeaks gained access to. No leaks were given to them from May 22nd. The report claims the Washington Times also confirmed that Seth Rich's computer, when it was in custody of the DC Metro Police, had the DNC emails on it with evidence of contact to WikiLeaks. Rich was murdered in July of 2016, which we've gone over, with valuables left on his person. So another reason why people don't believe the botched robbery thing. So just on this random Reddit article, all of this is alleged. Allegedly, he had this Dropbox. Allegedly, his friends had access to the emails that were leaked on WikiLeaks, but nothing has been confirmed. At TTN, we made no claims about the validity of the report, but wanted to make it available for our readers to evaluate on their own. We would prefer additional verification of this story, but cannot ignore the evidence that Gateway pundit has shared with the public. We submit it to our readers to draw their own conclusions. So again, this is an article that was on TTN 45. It was on the Reddit where they talk about the Seth Rich investigation. So if you go on Reddit, you will fall down a rabbit hole of people talking about this. There is actually another subreddit that is more recent where people are actually talking about it a little bit more. So there's still an ongoing thing where people believe that he was there's this whole conspiracy about him being murdered due to the WikiLeaks. I just think it was an awful crime that was done to this poor young man. He was only 27 years old, and I really don't think that there's very much to it except for somebody probably just not agreeing with his political stance. And yeah, I really don't believe this whole WikiLeaks thing because, again, his position was not something that he would have access to those emails by. So please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I found this story kind of interesting just because of that it had conspiracy theories involved with it as well. So I thought that it would be a nice change in pace as far as murders go that we have covered. And now that you made it to the end of this video, I want you guys to give it a thumbs up if you guys are enjoying these. If you have a second or two, please let me know if you guys are enjoying these voiceovers because I truly prefer it, especially for these true crime videos. I don't know, I like it a lot more. And I also wanted to, now that you're at the end of the video, talk to you about some ideas that I have going forward with the Tuesday. I wanted to create a separate series for the month of May, and I really hope that you guys like it. I'm going to go back to true crime when it comes to June. I'm going to go back to talking about actual true crime and human murders and things like that. But for the month of May, I want to cover stories about things that are said to kill you. So this will still involve murder. I want to cover stories like the Ebola outbreak. I want to cover stories like what has gone on with Chipotle. It just like take a deep dive in things like how monsters supposed to be super harmful for you, and kind of get into the food industry or conspiracies around different outbreaks that were said to kill so many people. And I just find that stuff super interesting. So I want to create my little May series surrounding that. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. So if you guys have any ideas, comment down below. Again, I always need your guys' help for like feedback and stuff. So if you have any ideas, just comment down below what you think would be a cool name for it, like non-human murders. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'll come up with something either way. But that's kind of what I have in mind for the month of May. I feel like I do need to take a small mental break from actual gruesome murders. I was just like looking through murders to do this Tuesday, and I was like, I don't want to talk about children. Like there was just this recent murder here in Illinois, actually, Crystal Lake, Illinois, about this 3-year-old, and it's just like, people are so fucking awful. Like, honestly, it's so bad. But that's what we're here to talk about. So June, we'll be right back into it. I'm really excited for this new series, and I hope that you guys are just as excited. And if you're not quite sure what I'm trying to say, you're going to find out next Tuesday what it's going to be like. And and then after that, you can go ahead and decide if you still like it or not, or, I really want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. Like, I really, really, really appreciate you guys for watching these videos and subscribing to the channel. I'm really excited to continue to move forward with it and just do my best to provide really good content. So I hope that you listening to these stories is just as good content as you seeing my face talking about the stories. Hopefully this weekend, if Sunday is a sunny day, you know what? Screw it. I'm filming my True Crime Tuesday video on Sunday, regardless of what I have going on. I'm going to make sure to come through and film it with some daylight so that you don't keep getting these voiceovers. But if you do like them, I would appreciate if you leave a comment, because I kind of like them. But yeah, thanks again so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. If you are into my beauty fun videos, I will see you on Thursday. If not, I will see you right back here on another True Crime Tuesday next Tuesday, which will be a little different, but I will still see you here next Tuesday with some deadly content nonetheless. And thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.